Guys, today's video is brought to you in collaboration with The Good and the Beautiful. They sent me the PDFs for the curriculum that I got from them. Today I am so excited for this video. I really love doing curriculum reveal videos and I also love watching them. It's a lot of fun for me to research curriculum and figure out what is going to be the best fit for my boys' learning style and also for me, my teaching style. I really geek out over curriculum. To me, it is like so much fun. So I'm sitting here in my schoolroom and in just a little bit I will turn the camera around and show you guys the curriculum. I have it spread out on the table here. But first I want to give a little introduction to myself and my family in this channel. So we are from the States originally, but we live in Cambodia, and shipping here can be really expensive. So I think all of my curriculum this year I got by PDF. That way I could download it and print it. Today's video, I am so excited. I'm going to be showing you guys my curriculum I chose for my twin boys who will be going into first grade. In the description box below, I will link a video to the curriculum that I chose for them to use last year in kindergarten. My boys have different learning styles. One of them leans towards more hands-on, and one of them leans towards more being able to just write with a pen and paper, pencil and paper, and remember and learn that way. Although he enjoys hands-on also. So I do a lot of like hands-on curriculum or curriculum that's interactive. It's one thing I love about The Good and the Beautiful math, especially because it works good for my boys because it teaches kids who learn multiple different ways. It mixes them all in together. So in the background you may hear traffic going by on the road. And one other thing I'd like to add here at the beginning of my video is we are hopefully going to be going on a trip back to visit our families in the States this fall, and I am planning to pick up a couple more things then. So stay tuned, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because when we come back from the States then I will do like a curriculum update and show you the things that I got as add-ons. Because we're going to be doing traveling during the school year, I am hoping to start school with them here in a week or so, and then we can get about a month and a half of school in before we travel. While we travel, I probably will not do school. I'll let them just play with family and friends since we only see them once every 2 to 3 years. And then when we come back, we'll just pick up again. We may just have to go into summer next year. I guess this coming school year, we will end up schooling year-round because of us traveling during the school year. All right, and without further ado, I will turn the camera around and I'm excited to show you guys the curriculum. All right, hi guys. So we are going to start with math. Last year we did The Good and the Beautiful Math Level K and we loved it so much. And they sent me the PDF for Math Level 1 and we are so excited to use it this coming year. The way they teach it is different than anything I ever did growing up in school. So this math does come with 2 parts. It has a part 1 and a part 2. Mine looks twice as thick as what it actually is because mine is not printed double-sided. The place I got it printed at could only do color one-sided. So I would do like mini flip throughs of these books. If you guys want more in-depth one, just comment down below and let me know. So we'll open it up here. I have a plastic cover on the front just to protect the books. That's how the print shop printed it. So this is the table of contents for level 1, part 1. This part 1 has 65 lessons and I believe the other part 2 has about the same amount of lessons. And let's check how many part 2 has. So yeah, this is part 2 and it has 123. With the assessment be 124, so it's 124 lessons total. The Good and the Beautiful Math Education Philosophy. If you have not read this, if you haven't done the math before, I do recommend reading it. It helps you to understand how to use it. So here is At a Glance Level 1, and these are the course objectives. About this course Level 1, everyone always wants to know how long does this take. The daily dose says it should take about 10 minutes, the lesson about 15 minutes, the student worksheet 5 to 10 minutes, and then bonus independent activities, and these are optional, you don't have to do them and the time varies. Okay, and then here is section 1, addition and subtraction. And one thing I love about The Good and Beautiful Math is they make stories into it, and then you would be like counting the seashells or doing different stuff with them. I'm not sure how this one is exactly, I haven't done it yet, but I also love how they have diverse ethnicities. So how the lessons are set up is each lesson they tell you what materials you're going to need, any notes that you need to know, a daily dose where each day they have a daily dose and you go over like your planner, which is this right here. My boys thought this picture was so beautiful. It's a little shiny because of the plastic cover. I did get mine printed in black and white. I'm not sure if the original was in color or not. But anyway, so a page they fill about themselves, some instructions, and then simply a calendar for each month. So they go through and write the date, and then I'm not sure exactly how this book tells you to do it, but they tell you what to do. And sometimes it's different for different months. They practice writing, in level K we practice writing the dates and memorize the months of the year and days of the week and stuff like that. There's a song to go with the months of the year and a song to go with the days of the week, which is really good to help kids remember it. Here looks like a little schedule you can do, my week. Oh, that'll be fun. My boys really enjoy stuff like this. And then the back cover, and even the back cover is pretty. That's just so great. So everything you see, just know that I have 2 of. I'm just showing you 1 because of twins. So in this level 1, we're going to be talking a lot about like the times of the day, like early morning, noon, afternoon, evening, and night. Okay, so continuing on, so they also, after the planner, they have you do my place value chart, and you color in 1 little square for each lesson of math that you completed. Then it helps them to understand the place value. Continue the pattern, 1 more and 1 less. So here's the lesson. They go through and they tell you exactly what to say. You can read it word for word, or you can summarize it to your child. And it tells you to do the student worksheet. And one thing I love about the Good and Beautiful is they little check mark boxes that you can check off when you completed that. That way if you get distracted with the baby or the 2-year-old and you come back to complete it later, you remember exactly where you left off. And then here's the student worksheet. And I love how their student worksheets even are pretty. Last year they had a poem they memorized to learn how to spell the different numbers 1 to 10. So I'm guessing this is a review from that. And then it's on to lesson 2. And again, it's just the same thing on repeat. It's the daily dose, and then the teaching lesson part, then the worksheet. And then we're on to lesson 3. And again, it starts over with materials you're going to need. My absolute favorite part of this math is that it comes with a kit, like of manipulatives. And I don't have my kit yet. You can print it. It does come in PDF version, but because we're going to the States this fall, I will just pick it up then. So my math kit is coming. If you guys would like to see a look inside of that when I get it, I'd be happy to do it. Just let me know in the comments below. Just a side note, if any of you guys are doing twins, I got them each their own math book and their own planner, but I just got 1 math manipulative kit because I was doing some research into it, and everything I think they can either like take turns or do together at the same time. There's enough of the things that they need. Okay, so that is it for math 1st grade. 1st grade, I can't believe they're going to be in 1st grade. Alright, and I'm happy to be saying that we will be doing the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level K. This is the course book. This is the reader that comes with it. And then it comes with little individual readers and a set of flashcards. So you get a bunch of flashcards with it. And I got, because I'm doing twins, I got them each their own book, but then I only got 1 reader and 1 set of flashcards and 1 of these only printed off. These little books are so great. They're easy to print off and make into little books yourself. It's not hard at all. They have instructions to tell you if you do need it. I love the simple pictures and text, and I love that, again, it's different ethnic diversities. We have a lot of like Asian kids in and out of our home, and yeah. By the way, when you get the PDF, this is how the kindergarten mini books come. And all you have to do, it's so easy, you just cut across the red line and fold on the black line, and then the pages are numbered so you know how to stick them together in a book. And then you just staple them. So I still need to finish assembling the rest of these. Alright, and I will show you the inside of the Level K reader. Again, I have that plastic on the front, that's why it's so shiny. I did get this in color because I thought it would be important to my boys, it would be inviting for them, help them to want to do it. So it starts out really simple. You see the big words, the really simple words. And I'll skip a few pages. And again, I just got my printed single side. The place I got it printed couldn't do color double-sided. And let's go to the last story. So you can see that there's a lot more words per page and a little bit harder words also. But yeah, still not too much or overwhelming for a kid. So one thing to note, the language arts does cover phonics, reading, spelling, literature, grammar and punctuation, and art appreciation. So with this course, you are getting a lot of things. All right, and then let's look in the language arts, Level K. So here is at a glance. Here's the table of contents. And they tell you, like, start section 2 of the Level K reader, start beginner books box C. So they tell you exactly when to read what, which I love. And in this one, there's 120 lessons. So I will definitely, I haven't read this yet, but I will definitely be reading it. Here is about the phonics cards and color the picture when mastered. So when they have the cards, the phonics cards mastered, they can color in this picture, which is a little reward for them. Kids eat up rewards like that. So sight word ladders. So they have these sight word lists, and once they have mastered them, then example, this one they can color the duck. So they can go back here and find the duck and color it. And there's different ones. So just little rewards for them. Unit 1 overview, and I love Good and Beautiful because they do art appreciation. They mix it in with their lessons. So this is lesson 1, and you have little check mark boxes you can check off when it's done. 2-letter words, part 1, and so read to the child. So yeah, they tell you exactly what to say again. Prompt if needed, and then read to the child this, then you do this activity, and then this is independent practice. So at this age, you don't have a whole lot of independent work yet. It's definitely very parent-led with the child, which I like. I enjoy interacting with my boys, and since they're twins, I can sometimes we do the lessons together and sometimes we end up doing them separately. It depends a lot on the mood of my boys and how distracted they are by each other. And how hard the lesson is for that particular day too. So there was lesson 2, that was just 1. Here's lesson 3, and it tells you the items needed. Goes to here, and then here's lesson 4. Alright, so I'm going to skip to about the middle of the book. This is lesson 62. And again, it's a really cute picture. Let's study the painting. And they go through and discuss it. I'm going to skip a couple more pages. Over here is a game. This is a zoo path. My boys will love this. They love games. They're so competitive. I think they'll really enjoy that. Alright, I'm going to skip a few more pages. This is lesson 90, and this is talking about Noah's Ark. That looks fun. It's really cute. And then skipping to the end, this is lesson 118, reading review assessment. Match the stories. Alright, and let's go back to lesson 120. So it says, administer reading assessment B independence for the final time. So here's reading assessment B. And then there's a couple other things back here in the appendix. They do have optional additional poetry memorization back here, optional additional spelling practice, spelling words. This says mastered and reviewed, and then you can color in the rocket when mastered. Alright, so that is it for the language arts. I'm so excited to delve into this and study it more. One thing I want to add is the Good and the Beautiful did send me the PDF for the box sets A, B, C, and D. So there's a box set A, which is pretty simple and easy. A box set B, which is just a tiny bit harder and colorful pictures. Box set C, which moves to the next size. I think it's like a half-page size. And then box set D. So that is what we have for language arts for this coming year. Alright, and then next of all we have handwriting level 1 from the Good and the Beautiful. And I'm so excited about this one. I've been eyeing it for a while. One thing I really like about it is that each lesson has something to trace, color, or draw. This would be like the next lesson where they trace the letters and you do it inside the box, and then they can color this. Here they can trace it. Okay, I'm going to skip to like the middle. Here's a dot to dot. Oh, that'll be fun. Here is a maze to do. Oh, my boys are going to love that. Here is draw a line to match the different instruments. Draw a picture of where you live. Skipping to the end, and they have a certificate, which is great. My boys thrive on little rewards like that. Alright, so this will be a great independent activity for my boys. Alright, so next up I have Explode the Code 1.5, and then I will be getting number 2. We had this one from last year and didn't get to this one. And these are great little independent activities. My kids really enjoy doing these. It's usually 7 pages per lesson. They only do like 1 or 2 pages a day. Unless they're in the mood, then they'll do 4 or 5. But for those 7 lessons, they use the same vocab words and do varying exercises with it. And it's just simple little things, easy for kids to fly through. And you get really familiar with those 7 words. So include like spelling and phonetics and reading, a little bit of writing. So yeah, this is just great independent activity for them. I like having some independent activity in case I'm working with one twin. I can hand the other twin something to work on while I'm listening to one kid read or something. Because if I let them go play and I lose them, it feels like it's really hard to rein them back in then to come back and do their schoolwork again. Alright, next up is science. And for this year I chose Science Unit Safety. And these are from the Good and the Beautiful. And I just printed everything and stuck it in these plastic sleeves. And I went ahead and anything I needed 2 of, because the twins, I already printed the copies and they're in here. And I need to go through and cut out, there's different things I need to cut out yet. Like these here are vocab words. These here need to be cut out and You do different activities with them. There's also mini books that come with it, and they need to be cut and then stapled together. So I haven't done the cutting yet. These fish, I think, get cut out. So yeah, I'm excited about that. The safety unit, the things that it covers are fire safety, water, electricity, earthquakes and natural disasters, God gave me a body, home alone, kitchen cooking safety, internet and peer pressure, gun safety. By the way, if you guys have any good recommendations for God gave me a body, books to go with it, let me know. That is something I want to pick up sometime. I think they have a few suggestions in here too. I need to go through and actually read it. I haven't read it yet. So this is the safety unit, and then I also got, and I did not print it yet, but these, that's what these books are representing. This one's gonna be for mammals, and this one here is gonna be for the water unit. So I have the PDF on my computer, and here's what they look like. This is the mammal one. My boys are gonna love this one. They love information about animals, and even my 2-year-old, I think, is really gonna enjoy sitting in on that one. To go with the mammals unit, I also picked up these books here. Here locally, it can be hard to find books in English, and our libraries are closed, and so when I do finally find something, I'm really happy about that. It's What Keeps Polar Bears Warm, Why Do Bunnies Hop, and When Do Frogs Blink, and it's just about animals. I thought it'd go good with our animals unit. I also picked up a little bag of actual animals. Here is a glimpse of the water unit study from The Good and the Beautiful. It has beautiful pictures, and my boys are really going to enjoy learning about like the different forms of water and also the water cycle. Here in Cambodia, we have 2 faucets at our kitchen sink, like one for tap water and one for filtered water, so they already understand the difference of that. But then also learning how water is cleaned will be interesting to them. Again, here in Cambodia, we have like a lot of open sewers, and so when it floods, the sewer mixes with the rainwater on our streets. So learning about how water is naturally like cleaned and purified will be really interesting to my boys. I'm excited to do that one. Okay, moving on to a couple of other things I got. This was another PDF that was free back at the beginning of like the coronavirus. It is from Evan Morris, The Daily Fundamentals for Grade 1, and I printed out 2 because twins, and it has 1 page per day of all different fun activities. It's 30 weeks of 20-minute daily activities, ideal for morning time, homework, and information assessment. Cross-curricular skill, practice of language, math, and reading. So this will be good. I think this should be independent work for them, but I may have to help with instructions. Okay, next up, I bought this from Brave Writer, Julie Bogart. If you haven't read her book, Brave Writer, you should if you're homeschooling. It's definitely a really good book and inspirational. So this is the Jot It Down Planner, Week in Focus, and then this is the actual Jot It Down. The writing project is what. And I did get mine printed in black and white to try to save on ink. I think it'll be okay. There's a couple of pictures that if they're not quite clear, we can look it up on the PDF to see. And I got this one in black and white also. On the PDF, it's so pretty. It's like pretty yellow color theme, but I needed to save some money a little bit. So we'll do a quick flip through. So here's the contents, the writing program. So these are the writing programs that we'll be focusing on this year. Fairy Tale Project, and that one will take a while. 2 is Art Appreciation, 3 is Photo Journal, 4 is Animal Mini Book, 5 is Poster, 6 is List, 7 is a Letterbox, 8 is Big Wonderful Numbers, 9 is Body Art, and 10 is Plan a Good Enough Party. So the first bit of it is all Julie telling you about basically the lifestyle of Brave Writer, and it's really great. It's very relaxed and interest-led learning, which is a really good way for kids to learn. If they're actually interested in what they're learning, they're going to remember it so much better. So here is like an example of the letterbox, Big Wonderful Numbers, and there's a picture. If we want to see it better, we can look it up on the PDF. And at the end, you plan a good enough party, which what kid doesn't love parties? So basically what Jot It Down is the kid tells you a story and you are the scribe and you help them develop that story, and then eventually you can either write it or you can type it into a computer, and then the kid can draw a picture or something to go with it. And it makes for a really great memory sake for years to come, where you can look back at it and see, oh, I wrote this when I was 6 years old or whatever, and it's really special. This is a planner. This is for the teacher or the mom that is doing this with them, and it's just to help you to stay organized and stay on track. So for each project, there's a different kind of like setup. They're very similar, but a little bit different. There's a skills word bank, planning. Up there you can see under the planning though, save for later, in progress, and done. So this is project 1 is fairy tales, 2 art appreciation, 3 photo journal, and this is your week in focus, so it helps you to stay focused. Project 6, project 7, all the way. Project 10, the Good Enough Party. So yeah, I'm excited to do Jot It Down from Brave Writer. Alright, and I bought this from the Critical Thinking Co. and they have books that you can buy by ebook and then download and print yourself. And this one is black and white anyway, so that was easy for me to print. And it's lots of critical thinking stuff. Timberdoodle is another company I love, and they recommended this book, and so I thought it would be great. I want to try it out and see what it's like. I definitely want to develop my boys' critical thinking skills. I am hoping to pick up a couple of other Timberdoodle recommendations for critical thinking stuff when we're in the States, so stay tuned. When we come back in the States, I'll do an update of things I got from Timberdoodle and other stuff I got to add onto curriculum. Alright, this is a game. It kind of goes with storytelling, and a friend gave this to us. It's called Dixit. A picture is worth 1,000 words. So what you do is you have this board and little figures, and you have to race around to try to get done first. You have these cards with the beautiful pictures. This is what we love. These interesting pictures. And so you have to pick one word to describe the picture and see if the other players can guess which picture is yours. Or sometimes we just will lay these out and do stories, tell stories about the pictures. My boys especially love this picture. They just think it's so cool. I think they like the little person down there. So that is great for storytelling and also just for learning like adjectives, descriptive words. Okay, for Bible, this year I have, don't let this overwhelm you, but we have some Bible story books, and I did a video recently talking about what we do for Bible. If you want to go back and watch that one, you can. I'll try to link it down below in the description box. Here's some different PDFs that I printed off that will last anywhere from 5 days to, I think the longest one is a month. So we will work through these throughout this whole coming year. So don't feel overwhelmed by this. Some of these we did last year and I want to repeat again this year. This is the 5-Day Kindness Challenge, and this is by the Big Life Journal. This is in color, but I just printed it in black and white, and it's fun little things for them to do. Okay, this next one is from Raising Prayerful Kids. This is like a poster that I got printed in color, but then I did the book in, this is a prayer journal in black and white. And what it is I praise you because, please forgive me for, thank you for, help me with, please bless. And I'm going to have my boys, I got the preschool one. There was different versions of it. This is the preschool edition. I'm going to have my boys draw pictures. They love drawing. And on the back of each page there's a pretty saying. This one here I really like. I might have to save it to put in my planner or color it and hang it on a wall or something. I don't know. And then one thing I really like is at the end they have a couple pages for answered prayer. You can put the date, the answered prayer, and I think that's really great. And again, this is from Raising Prayerful Kids. Okay, now this is what we did last year. This is from Wildly Anchored, and we loved this Bible story, this Bible study dealing about fear. It's for 7 to 11-year-olds, but my 6-year-olds understood it fine. It has lots of activities, including worship songs, scripture, memory work, and more. She did a wonderful job. This one was free back at the beginning of coronavirus, but she has Wildly Anchored has other Bible studies for kids on her website, so I definitely would recommend them. I want to get more from her in the future. So the big idea, so prayer, Bible reading, questions and reflections, vocabulary, Bible verse memorization, praise and worship songs, and these links are clickable on the PDF, and the activities. And then she has the activities back here, and you can tell we'd used this one last year, and I might have to print off a new one of that, but we'll see. What's your eye on? Okay, next of all is Morning Time Plans for a Time of Crisis, and this is by Gentle Feast, and this is a really great resource. She had this for free at the beginning of the coronavirus again. I picked up a lot of things then. I definitely want to buy more from her in the future. So here's your supply list that you'll need for each week. I believe this is a 4-week program. Yeah, 1 month. Here's the memory verse. So this is like an example of how each week is set up. And a lot of these things are clickable in the PDF. But this is week 1. And for Bible, day 1, your memory verse is this. For day 2, you do Old Testament reading. Day 3, you do Psalms. Day 4 is your memory verse. And day 5 is New Testament reading, this here. Then you have a hymn. And the next of all is beauty. And for poetry, is this one here, and she has the poem in here, the picture study she has in here, composer study with a link, a folk song, and drawing. Read aloud, and these are clickable links. You can just click on them to read it, which is really great. She has copywork built in, cursive, and print. Hands-on. So there's handcrafts, which is healing Play-Doh. Cooking is Cold Buster Smoothie. She has the recipes for these in here. Science experiment, how germs are spread, which is really great for right now, for the whole virus. Household chores, bathroom. So this is like how to clean the bathroom. Make sure they understand that. And nature activities, a scavenger hunt. She has that in here. PE is 30 minutes of physical activity outside, and reading is 30 minutes of independent reading. So then for that week, here's the New Testament reading. Here's the Old Testament reading. Here's the Psalm. Here's the Copywork Elementary cursive and Copywork Elementary in print. Here is Copywork for middle and high. Here's the picture study, and for these you can look up the color one on the PDF easily. Here's the poetry, Don't Quit. Here is the song, the hymn, and here's the folk song, and the cooking recipe, and the handicraft, the healing Play-Doh, and it has a few drops of On Guard or other healthy essential oil, which I think is really great. And then it moves on to week 2. So I think this is a really, really awesome resource. Okay, and then very last one, Kids Character Challenge, a 12-week program to build kids' character. It's hands-on, Christ-centered, and super fun. What it is they have these different challenges, like being helpful, and you go through and talk about the memory verse, example of Jesus displaying this trait, discussing questions, notes, and then they have challenges that they have to do. So challenge 1, 2, 3, and 4, and if they complete them, then they get a little badge. In here, there's little badges for each of the character qualities, and they try to get all of them. Just moving on to week 2 is self-control. I also picked up, if you watch my haul video, you'll see this, but I also picked up just some little independent activity books. Even though there's twins, I only get one of each version. And like one twin can do one page out of this one twin one page out of this one, and then they can swap books. And they go through activity books really fast. They really enjoy them. Okay, and very last of all, I'm so excited. I got a unit from Gather Round Homeschool. I just wanted to see what they're like. And because I'm only teaching one grade, I was able to buy the $20 PDF where you only get the teacher's guide and one grade level. This is the teacher's guide, and I got that one in color because it has lots of pictures in it. It's what you're teaching from. You can show it to the kids and stuff. And then I got 2 of the early reader levels for my first graders. And I got those in black and white, and I think that'll be fine. The pictures still came out pretty clear. So I'm going to be doing a more thorough flip through of Earth Science from Gather Round. So hit the subscribe button down below and stay tuned for that. So I also got these books here from our center, the library at our center, and they have to do with different storms like volcanoes and earthquakes and storms, stuff like that. We're also going to do a project where we make a little globe world out of clay. So in all, this may seem like a lot of science. I have 3 science units from Good and Beautiful plus this one here. This one here does include history in it, and it actually includes like language arts and a couple other topics, Bible. So what I'm planning as of now is we will be doing this unit at the same time that we do the safety science unit from the Good and the Beautiful, because then it won't be too much science. And then we'll do the mammals unit and the water unit a little bit later on in the year, because I want to pick up some more books for those units anyway while we're in the States. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this curriculum that I chose for my first grade twin boys. I am really excited to do this with them. I think this is going to be some great choices and going to be fun to do with them, and most importantly build good memories. And if you guys want to see a more thorough flip through of any of the curriculum, please comment down below in the description box and I will try to do that for you guys. Throughout the school year, I will be doing like update videos and like mid-year review and end-of-year review. I'll also be doing day of the life videos and stuff like that. So if you'd like to follow along on our journey, be sure to click that subscribe button. You can even click the notification bell beside it, and it will notify you on your phone every time I upload a new video. And if you're new here, be sure to comment below. I would love to meet you. All right, and thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys again soon. Bye.